I'm joined by Mr. T.S. Vijayan, Chairman of IRDAI, regulatory body for insurance. Sir, you just got done with a board meeting yesterday, and reinsurance regulations were one of the things that were expected out of the board meeting. So, what is the update there, and how do you see that plan going?
See, you have to see the regulation making as a process. What we do is, expert committees are coming and it is put in public disclosure and debate goes on. Insurance advisory committee happens, they discuss the points, the feedback is taken by all the persons and taken to the authority. And this is still under discussion.
Correct.
Final decision will be taken after some time.
So, sir, do you feel that the order of preference would stay, or do you feel that may go away, not just at the GIC level, but also in terms of securing foreign reinsurance branches at the second position? Do you think that would happen?
Oh, that is one of the things which is getting discussed. Final decision, how it will come, is I'm too premature to say that thing. There are several points where we are discussing with all the people. One more discussion we will be doing it.
Correct. So, sir, do you see when this would get implemented, the reinsurance regulations?
As early as possible, because we would like to see it in the light of the day as early as possible. One more round of discussion, I think it should be getting finalized.
Correct. So, also wanted to understand, a risk-based capital approach has also been one of the things that have been much into discussion in the past year, and that is a regime that the companies will have to start getting adapted to once IRDAI formulates regulations around it. So when do you see that getting formulated so as to give a direction to companies then?
This being, again, it is under discussion, committees are looking into it. India has committed to go to 2021 by IFRS saying. It will all merge along with that. That's what I think the way that it is going, it should come with that time frame.
Correct. So up until then, the solvency margins will remain at 1.5, and or will there be any direction? Currently,
the solvency margin we say is 1.5% of the liabilities as required. Unless it is replaced by something better, it will continue. This will continue.
Correct. Also, when we talk about the private equity funds, after the guidelines that came out, there were some representations by the private equity firms that this may not be tax efficient, the structure that IRDAI has suggested. Have you heard anything in that regard, and do you plan to tweak anything in those regulations?
In fact, I have not heard anything about tax. I don't determine the tax rates, so probably that's the reason nobody comes to me saying the tax is higher or lower. See, the discussions are ongoing. Any company who is coming here will have some particular point about them. It is kept going on. We have brought some guidelines on PEs. Currently, it is on. Tax matter I have not heard really.
So there is enough interest from private equity funds to come into insurance still?
Yes.
And would we see any deals happening or anything in that space happening in the next 1 year in terms of at least regulatory approvals?
Any specific company I will be premature to come. I think it will happen. It will happen. Because one thing about a private equity is they are putting money and after some time they take out. This is the nature of it. They must be looking for opportunities on it. I'm sure somebody will be coming up fast.
Sure, sir. Also, one other thing that there has been a lot of talk about is the National Health Protection Scheme. So,
yes, which Finance Minister announced.
Correct. Yeah. So, after Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, this would be the second biggest scheme at such a large scale that will or may see implementation going forward. So, how has been the experience with crop insurance scheme, and how do you think National Health Protection Scheme will be implemented?
See, National Health Protection Scheme, probably you can compare with the Prime Minister's Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, Bima Suraksha Yojana. That's for individuals, not for crop it is coming. This is for individual and the families. The government has announced for 10 crore. Quite exciting. That's what I heard it. I said, anybody who is working with insurance, we had some inkling on that thing even before that. It's quite exciting news. Implementation will be a challenge because 10 crore families are to be enrolled into that thing. 50 crore people are coming. big outlay is there. However, we had an experience of running Rashtra Swasthya Bima Yojana, at a very smaller level. Some states are having some insurance schemes. Some degree of expertise is there in that thing. And on the base of this expertise, I think it will be achievable target.
Do you think the allocation that has been announced, at least in the Niti Aayog presentation, the proposition of 12,000 crore that was made, would be enough for a health insurance scheme that you yourself say is at
we
such a
have to
large
see
scale?
at the details of the point, like what are the diseases covered, what is the maximum of the diseases, etc., etc. Unless we see the whole scheme, it will be unfair to comment on the pricing of that.
It says secondary and tertiary disease.
Secondary, tertiary diseases. Disease also there. Whether they're ceiling on a particular disease,
Correct.
or whatever with the disease, you pay 2 lakhs. Whether it is there, those things have to be seen.
So also there's a lot of activity in the online insurance space, and we have seen recently 2 insurance companies coming in.
Yeah.
What are some of the new kinds of insurance companies proposals that you've been getting and that we may see coming going forward?
Online, more or less, it has to be very simple product. It has to be explained. This is what I always say them. Say, lifetime insurance or straightforward savings protection or health insurance. It has to be quite easy to explain to them. A person who is reading online should be able to understand, and it should not be too complex products coming in. So we are finding some interest in it. Some people are able to do business, provided the product is right.
Correct. Would we see any more companies coming in this space?
I don't know. Nobody comes and discusses their business strategy with me, unfortunately. I would like to listen to them. Nobody has discussed their strategies with me. And they would like to keep their own till they launch it, That's the business strategy. If somebody is bringing a product and process, till they launch it, they will like to keep it to themselves.
Absolutely.
So I don't.
Also, sir, looking at the insurance space right now, during your tenure, a lot of consolidation happened, and also companies went public, became more transparent. What do you see as the way going forward?
This trend is going to continue, especially going for listing is going to continue. This is what I look for. Merger, etc. Some people are trying to buy it, access it. All these activities are going on, primarily because everyone sees insurance is a very potential business. The type of protection gap in India, the type of market available in India, people with a sense are finding it very attractive market. I mean, business is there in that. So whenever there is a potential in the business, naturally somebody will be trying to acquire it, somebody will list it. All these things are going to happen. If that type of interest is not in the market itself, India as a population, growth story, formalization of business. If it's not in the growth itself, who will be interested? I'm sure there will be more interest in this.
Correct. Also, what would then your expectations be from the life insurance industry and from the general insurance industry? How would you like it to change, and what would you like to see it becoming in the next 1 year, 2 years?
See, both the life and non-life, penetration is not at a global level.
Yes.
This is the one I would like to see, that penetration, insurance penetration going into the next higher level growth, writing up, going into the global level, because that type of potential market is available in India. This is my prayer and
how do you think that could happen, sir? The reach could increase?
Yes, reach could increase, type of products that are bringing in with the technology, and distribution with the technology and servicing of policies, everything with online type of things. With of course personal touch, insurance is now also it is sold and not purchased. So that selling person has to be familiar with it and sell these things. Plus income level of the people are going up. More and more people are coming to formal level and middle income level, slightly more. That is also going to drive. Plus the government initiative like Fasal Bima Yojana, Health Bima Yojana, Jeevan Suraksha Bima Yojana, Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, these things are creating greater awareness in the people. There is something called insurance which will take care of them when the risk happens. The families will take care. These are going to drive the business up.